Hey guys, Kyrie today with another YouTube video. How you guys doing? So in this video, we're playing some Bruiser Graves, and we're also versus DK Lucid in this game. I have another game after this, which was more of a stomp, but this one was more competitive, and it just shows like how good Bruiser Graves can be if you're if it's good into enemy comp and if your champs are good with the Graves. And yeah, a little level 1 shenanigan. This was while I was in Korea, so keep that in mind. That this game was played a couple weeks ago, but still is viable, this build. So I like to go red smite with Graves when I play him because the slow and the damage is very nice to be able to deal with champions. The slow to stick onto them, and then the damage is very nice. I think blue smite can work, but blue smite is a very greedy smite to me sometimes. I just prefer having extra damage, extra like kind of utility from the red smite. I think blue smite is more for like map play, and like maybe it's probably better on assassins, I feel like, whenever I use it. So usually I run on like Kha'Zix, maybe like some Zed, talent and stuff. But usually on Graves and then Kindred, I like to run red smite because of how strong it is when you complete it. We see that Ambessa is starting Raptors, and Ambessa does have a very fast clear. I think this current Ambessa that we see in our game was the pre-buffs, I think. Or maybe it was after, actually. No, this was definitely on the new patch, because I was trying out Graves into all the new champions, playing the Bruiser build, playing Triforce, playing Thunder Sky. And this game I'm going Triforce, so you're going to see this game. It is a pretty tough game to play Triforce a little bit, because they do have Azir. But we do have Ezreal. We have ways to get onto the Azir with Malphite and all assaults. And my smoke screen does have a lot of value. If I smoke screen right on top of Azir's forehead, he can't play the game. And yeah, we're just doing a full clear all the way down. Both junglers are matching their clears. Basically, we're both pathing towards bot side. My bowling did end up winning, so pretty nice. And yeah, we're just gonna play a stable game. When you're playing Bruiser Graves, you need to keep in mind that you need to be able to have both gold and XP. Oh my god, I messed up my Q. Both gold and XP. I feel like certain styles, certain champions, certain builds, sometimes they require just gold. Some of them just require, just kind of like more XP than gold, and some of them need both. So for Graves, when you play Bruiser Graves, with Lethality Graves, you kind of just need your items, so that means you just need gold. But when you play Bruiser Graves, you need both. You need points in your E, so you can be very tanky. So when you hit around level 13, and you have your E maxed, and you're about like an item and a half, 2 items, item, plus 2 boots, and some components for your second item, you are very strong for in the game. We're playing here. I do have max stacks, max grid stacks, so I really want to be able to take any fight here. And yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I think they're trying to contest. I use my potions, so if they do decide to fight, I'm ready for it. It looks like this fight is really bad. I do mess up my Q there. Honestly, I feel like if we focused on Bessa, I think this game or this fight could have went a lot better. Because Ambessa was in front of us, and I mean, Ezra had E, I had Flash. We can definitely chase after Ambessa kill, and it's probably way better, and then we can probably kill the Nara afterwards. It does feel bad for my game, so I do end up being behind in this game, but it's okay. You're gonna see the power of Bruiser Graves. I put a more struggling game first, so like we can like talk over it, and then the second game you guys are gonna watch is a bit more like stompy, a lot more in favor for me. I know people like watching kind of like even games, struggling games. They kind of want to know like, oh, what do you do in these kind of situations? Well, with also crowd fight now, the only thing you can't do is farm, and sometimes a laner could overextend, and you should try to go for the play all the time because it will recover your game, especially if you get the kill. It's really good. But otherwise, just farming camps and continuing with your game plan. I have Malphite ult at 6, who can roam mid. He can also go bot from base if he really wants. And, I have a null spot to Karma, so any hook on their carry, it could be a good fight. So, it's okay. And I'm not gonna be that much weaker than the Ambessa. Oh man, it's a fiesta down here. Yeah, trying to see if I can get the skill. I commit halfway. And I think he wants me to push the ball, so I push it. Go do the Krugs. Inara does end up staying, so he's overstaying. So after the Krug camp, I'm probably going to go try to punish their ball lane. His Inara is very low on the ball lane wave. Looks like it's nothing. Now we're just walking in because we have no camps up right now, so we're kind of like looking for something to do. We can't really pull Dragon because our lane condition is not that good in mid lane, so it's a bit scary. This guy is 6, but you know, he's gonna have flash, I think, so... Oh no, he's on 6. He's 5. I'm trolling. I need to make a... Because I'm commentating over this video. It's not live. I'm not live commentating, so... But we end up getting the kill, so I'm best through the lead that he had. I buy Sheen here. I think I have Jack of all trades and triple tonic because I do have the brown boots. So I have Jack of all trades. I only do this because I have Triforce, and there will be some games where if you do end up playing Triforce Graves, like sometimes you will buy crit so you can max out your stacks. And I just prefer having more stats when I play these champions. I feel like nowadays I think stats are very important. Cosmic value is very low, so you know, I prefer having free boots for having triple tonic. I just never take cosmic. Make sure when you play this build that you're utilizing the Sheen autos. And you saw there, like, I'm holding the auto on the crab because maybe he might smite away from me. And even though my mid died, you know, it feels bad. It is what it is. Ambessa has no ult, Azir has no ult for the grubs, so we can play for them. Just have to be careful if we do end up pulling the grubs that our bot camps are going to be very open for the enemy team to be able to take. You see Cassante drop the ward there. Okay, we're going to walk in. And yeah, never mind, actually I'm giving. Joke. I give here because I just value farming than taking the grubs. I think taking the grubs here is kind of whatever. I think being able to suck on my camps and making a ball play, or even taking dragon, or even taking their bot camps, because now we see Ambessa's on the grubs, are all very good trade plays. We end up getting a ball play off, which is really good. And I do dragon here, who we're taking his bot camps, because there is Azir and Karma can come slot me, but you could take at least 1 or 2 camps if you do end up trying to take his bot side. But trading for the Drake is always fun. It's always a fun trade. But ideally you do want to take the camps, but you know, Drake sometimes objectives is kind of like a mental win. You know, when you're playing lane for your jungler and stuff and you're like, what is he doing? He's just farming. You know, sometimes laners just don't like that. Taking a quick little mental victory, you know, getting the objective is always very nice. Ambessa is going to open bot side because we know that he did his top camps earlier, and then he did grubs, and now he's going to be on his bot camps. Oh my god, he almost stole those Krugs. That would have been very sad. I almost have Triforce here. Kind of blows. I'm missing just 1 kill. If I had 4 Triforce here, it would have been insane for my game. Because I can take any fight, pretty much. And right now I'm opening towards kind of mid-bots, because Ambessa can be bot side here. And these guys already start fighting right now before I can even get there. So I decided, okay, well, can't really be part of that. And now I'm clicking mid. Azir ends up flashing. I think, yeah, that looks like a misplay. I had my Q up, so what I should have done there is Q first, auto R, auto. And he probably should die. It's kind of lucky that we don't end up killing the Azir there. See Cassandra here doing some funny business. We're getting ready to flash away from the Cassandra. He ends up flashing on me. It's not really worth them because I do end up getting Triforce. Yeah, I might not be able to farm camps, but it's okay. You get a kill back. Yo, Cassandra is very fair. God bless the Raz got the kill. That would have been really sad if he didn't. There's a lot of pro players in this lobby. I didn't check, but I know there's like four like LCK players in this lobby. So right now, we're just gonna go farm. We got Triforce, but there's no objective up. You can't really. There's no bot camps up or two right now, so nothing really invade. So we're just gonna farm. I probably should have opened up to my wolves here. Don't know why I opened up to Raptors, but you should probably do a full clear if you think nothing's gonna happen on the map, which there shouldn't. And you can see here on the Triforce Spike that you actually do clear camps pretty fast if you utilize your Sheen autos. And people are saying that like, oh, you can't clear camps. That's not actually true. You actually can clear camps pretty fast. Now we have our triple tonic plot. We got extra point E. We'll fight here. I'm best ulted in. Trying to see if we can get a kill here. You do end up killing Rise with the Malphite ults. You know, kind of a top diff right now. Get another kill on that best, so very good for my game. And now we're gonna go take the top crowd. We're gonna keep farming. Even if your scoreline isn't as cool, you know, with a lot of kills, low deaths, you're still gonna be useful if you play well. Make sure you smoke screen on top of their ranged champions' foreheads, well, so they can't play the game. And you're always gonna be tanky with this build. It's very nice. You can also try taking Bloodline, playing Triforce, because Triforce gives you a lot of attack speed. So if you're able to play without attack speed on the early clears, you can take double adaptive with Bloodline, and you can probably play to buy the Hearthbound components. You can probably that, and then buy a Ruby to be a bit tanky, so you have some attack speed. And that is one way to be even tankier and scale even harder on its champ. I think they did buff Bloodline, or they nerfed it, I don't remember, but either or it can work. Yeah, I'm here, because I just finished my clear, so, you know, trying to see if we can make something happen. And now I'm going to recall, because it's nothing. Even though his Raptors are spawning, it's not really worth to play for. I can just play for my bot side. Don't want to risk taking a fight against champs like Gambessa and Inara. They're very strong with their ultimates, you know. Even though Inara's like 2 and 3, he does have Kraken, so he is fairly strong. Everyone's spiking, so we gotta be careful when we take our fights. Also, Ambessa is a bit tanky. He does have Tabai, and I don't have Cleaver yet, so it's quite annoying. I'm gonna do some camps, and then, you know, look to play with our team. Trying to get control of this area so we can maybe play for something. Oh, he's 1 HP, it's unlucky. Dark Harvest Graves would kill there. Try and contest the red because M&T might play for it. Xante ends up being here randomly. Got pretty lucky here that we didn't die. We ended up dying here eventually, which sucks, but you know, it could be a good fight still. With the Malphite move. Big boy Malphite coming in. Boom. The Malphite actually pumping. Xante has nothing from earlier. End up winning this fights. Luckily. No. We're not doing the greatest, but that's all you have to do as a jungler sometimes. Just farm. Make sure when you do end up fighting that people are around you to be able to clean up. Another play from our team. I don't even know if it's that good actually. I feel like they're gonna die. I mean, that can't be worth for Yunara. Because next Malphite, next Malphite on top of Yunara, he just dies. Like, it's crazy. Let's see, if you notice, like, your QCD is very low when you play this build, which is very nice. It allows you to clear faster. You can do 2-3 Qs per clear, which is, pretty good, I would say. I wonder how Legend Haste would feel on this build, honestly. Like, having your E up sooner, and your Q and your W, like, everything up, might be good too. Like, honestly, you can try a lot of different runes. You don't need to take Alacrity, I would say. Look, I do enough damage. Like, people are saying, like, Triforce isn't good on Graves because, like, the base CD and whatever, but, like, you can see, like, it's not that bad, actually. It's not that bad. Especially when you get, like, the second AD component, like the pickaxe. I'm trying to see if we can chase this guy because I'm best as bot as yours bots. So we're just gonna pull the heralds. They're probably gonna be trading sides. Rise ended up living. We traded bot tower for the heralds, which is not bad because now we can herald mid. Mid tower is very OP tower, I would say. This tower, when it goes down, the map opens up a lot. You can go other side of the map a lot, like, easier. Doesn't feel as dangerous to do it. Right now we're trying to get this tower. Get a good hook on Ambessa when you, like, play to chunk him. Have to be careful of getting engaged on. We do have Malphite ult, so... But I just want to go farm, because I don't want to take any random fight. Like, we use Nautilus ult, we didn't get much for it. I think it's better to get catch waves. You know, I hit Cleaver. I'm pretty useful, I would say. They're in my tops right now. Whatever they're doing, nobody knows. They're trying to make it like a return play, because we just, like, siege their tower. And they're, like, in our jungle. Yeah, I don't know about Malphite ulting. That was kind of crazy. Low-key, if I had Legend Haster, I would have been able to E out sooner. My boy Malphite is dead. Oh, he got kidnapped, actually. It's all good. Okay. That is inted, eating in there like that. I'm a dirty enter. It's okay. We got Cleaver. We're still useful even though we died. We just gave away 300 gold for fun, but, you know, we got ball tower. And now we're gonna see the beauty of Graves in a bit. We do have 2 items. We do need some, like, MR for the Zir. But, you know, if we buy armor, let our E do our, like, give us, like, magic resist, you know, we should be fine on that part, but, you know, we kind of need tab eyes, actually. You could go Swifties, but usually you always want to prioritize tab eyes on this champion because of how his kit works. Yeah, opening up with the map. Thinking about Grubs next, or not Grubs. What is this called? Autocon. Autocon and Drake into Dragon. I wish I had enough gold to buy a pot. Buying like a red bot here is like insane when playing this build. Because you're so tanky. We're walking in here. Yeah, some very messy fight happening here. But we, you know, change CC the Ambessa. The beauty of playing, you know, high CC champions is that our single target damage is very good. This guy just TP'd out. Yeah, beautiful play. Trying to eat up now. I mean, we're gonna get this autocon red, so. And if you guys are paying attention to like the Sheen autos, you can see the damage. It's not bad. That Malphite TP looks so funny, actually. Auto, E-auto. Yeah, I mean, look at it now, actually, from like, well, like, you know, reviewing this game. Legend Haste can't be that bad, actually. Because imagine, like, now my Q's 4 seconds, right? Cooldown, it would be, like, lower. It would be, like, 3 maybe. And then my E would probably be, like, 4 or 5 seconds. So I can actually auto-E auto, I think. Might not be bad. Do you think Bloodline is just straight up better, though? Is, you can buy items like PD with this build, which is very nice. Because, you know, Graves is a low range champ, right? But PD gives you a lot of move speed and attack speed. And honestly, attack speed you don't need as much, but like, it's the movement speed that matters, which is pretty good. Or you can go items like Bork. Bork is pretty good to buy. Lifesteal, you know, percent HP damage. Here I'm just pulling the dragon. Because I want them to come into us, because we have Malphite ult, so if they play in this like bush, right, this banana bush, we can get good fights. We do go a bit deep here, I would say. Yeah, a bit too deep. If you let them come in a bit more, it'll be a lot better, this fight. Yeah, we get wiped here. Yeah, if we let them come in a bit more, and then get the Malphite ults, or even use the Malphite to zone them, we can definitely win. We do have Ezreal poke, so, you know, we should let our champ poke. And if anyone, like, walks up into our, like, rise range, you know, we will blow up that target, right? You do have a K'Sante, though, so it's not as easy if K'Sante is the one, like, walking in, which he should. But if it's anyone else, you know, if you get a hook on someone who's in our range, you know, it's really good. The fight, but, like, the Malphite was just, like, too deep where, like, my rise and Ezreal can't even hit, and I got scooped up. Because, you know, I just got in there. Now we're back to clearing. I don't know about this glowing moat purchase. Pretty sure it's like kind of troll to buy that, but you know, it's whatever. Now we're walking in, trying to find something to do. We're 2 and 5, so we're kind of shit stained right now. Trying to see if we can get a fight here happening. Yoink some money. Got some money here. Trying to see if we can make a mid play. You know, we could take top tower, but it doesn't really do much for the game. Better to play on Rise side, mid side, you know, if they're dueling ints on the mid wave. And, yeah, we're probably just gonna wait for the next dragon. Can't really make a proactive play unless, like, Malphite or Nullis are with us, or with any carry, pretty much. Blue off, yeah, you're pretty strong. You have more haste for your E, so it's pretty nice. So you just yoinked my my jungle camp. You're running bots. Azir is kind of trolling, I think. Kind of troll my smoke screen. Trying to secure that kill because you know, the gold's going on me. And now I'm pushing ball in. Both mid laners are dead. They were just mid lane. So, you know, I'm just gonna push this tower. Nothing to do. Honestly, if you play this build, look at dopamine, you know? Being able to, like, use your abilities non-stop. Attack speed. Fleet forward movement speed. Kinda nice, I would say. What would I buy here? I buy the red pot. Probably because Baron and, like, Dragon are kind of overlapping, and no matter what I buy here, it's not going to be better than red pots. So I'd rather be the strongest I can be. And if we win this fight, you know, I'm going to be very rich. If we lose this fight, I mean, we lost this game. My items literally don't matter, so. And I'm like trying to see if we can get a fight happening here. Clear some vision. I gotta just hook the air. See if we can get a fight happening. I'm eating in because I have flash. Actually, like, you don't need to be that scared. If you have flash and you have E up, you know, and after like 2 hours, you can play very aggressive. They TP'd in. make sure you play on your WCs. Your W is a very key ability that you can use to win the fights. See something pushed up too forward, so we chunk him. I thought it could have been better. Use our potion. Guys played slow, you know, they do have a 0 damage. Now we're trying to like heal off a camp or something. Should probably go hit a camp. We'll get full HP. We can get red buff also. Now we get this red, fights, you know. Dude, Lee is such a simple game sometimes. I mean, like, use farm, group for objective, look for fights. Baron spawning soon. Dragon is spawning soon. Gotta make sure that keep Baron warded. Because, you know, they do have a Azir and Nara. They can do Baron pretty fast. Do see Ambessa here though, and they were trying to contest this mid wave. Karma doesn't end up inting here. We got the Karma kill. Fight's still not over yet though. They do have their main carries alive. Here I Ian because I'm very tanky. And you see like the Bruiser Graves there all the time for our team to play the fight more. If I was Thali Graves, I would never be able to Ian like that, but because I'm Bruiser Graves with Tab Eyes, especially tier 3 brute Tab Eyes and, you know, Red Paw and all this HP, I can Ian freely, you know, and flash out whenever I feel like I'm gonna be like dying. If I don't have flash though, I can't like Ian. Like, well, I can still Ian, but I cannot like click into the Azir. I have to like, you know, kind of have like a stare down and make them like, if they want to like focus me right, they have to dive pretty deep for me. So, you know, this is the beauty of playing this build. We can get this blue buff. They're doing Baron over there. I'm taking this camp. I think, what do I bind next? I actually don't know. I think it's just Thunder Sky or even like maybe Maw. I don't know if Maw is correct here, like just for 1 AP. Because I'm still pretty tanky even without actual MR. Maybe buying like BT can be good here. No, I think that's so troll. I think buying Jaxo here is actually the best item you can do. I think Triforce, Cleaver, Jaxo, probably your best builds. I think it's incorrect to go Maw like this. You probably just buy both like the Chain Vest and the Cloak, and then you play the game, I feel like. Here I'm just looking, you know, coming in from the side. I'm trying to siege the standing gold towers. So the tier 2s on the map is the last remaining gold. That is pretty easy to get. Sieging for inhib sometimes can be very hard if they have good wave clear champs. Even with Baron. Our sieging champions are like kind of like whatever, unless Ezreal, like Ezreal lands like law queues. I'm picking for the bot tower because it's very important. There we can take it. Ezreal's pretty safe on mid, you know. He has a blink. Here I'm trying to play aggressive. You see like W poke on it on the Nara. You know, it does a lot. It's not bad. Xante trying to do superhero play, kind of insta game. And now we're going mid. We're just going back and forth like seesawing with the pressure. Now Rise has portal. He also has flash, I think, so, you know, we can play on this side now. Oh wow. The Korean supports. He R flashed. He R'd and then flashed, so like the ult goes off sooner, like the knockup. And this is the beauty of Graves. We're gonna go into the next WOD. Okay. This is the second VOD. This game is a lot easier to play because we have Ashe Braum. So Ashe Braum Graves is a very strong level 1. So ideally you play for a lane invade. You don't need to, but it is good because you're winning. So, you know, we're trying to see if we can get some level 1 advantage. Maybe get a flash, HP, you know, some tempo advantage. We did miss the Q on Jarvan there. If we hit the Braum Q, he probably could have died, or even like burn flash. Probably burn flash. He would never die there unless he's trolling. So yeah, in this matchup, you want to think about, okay, make sure Jarvan doesn't get cheese ganks off. So you gotta reward his camps, know where he is. Sometimes you can reward even the middle of the river to know if he leveled 2 cheeses, because it is very annoying. His champion does like volatility, but then he becomes like a very low econ jungler when he does that, unless he gets advantages off it. But your champion, you know, I want to farm a lot, right? They do have some pretty good champions this game. They have Tristana and Vladimir. These champions are kind of annoying to deal with when they do get their items, but they're pretty weak till like the 3 item mark. Tristana's not that strong with champ till 3 items, so that's same with Vlad. This game, we're going to be, you know, probably have to go Maw this game. Maw is actually really good this game because they have burst champions. The first game of this like video, it's not as good because they aren't as bursty, so Jackstraw has more value. But Maw is good against burst champs, so keep that in mind. You still can go Jackstraw this game, but Maw should be higher value. But the thing is, if you go Jackstraw and you have you go BT afterwards, then you know you're pretty tanky, I would say. Get the wolves. Now we're still clearing down. Pop our potion. You could go Sundered Sky this game if you want, but I was testing out Triforce Graves because I want to see if it's actually a good. And you know, Sundered Sky can always be bought at any time in the game. You can go with 3rd if you want. You can go with 2nd after Triforce if you feel like you don't need the cleaver. Because sometimes you can go Triforce into Immortal Reminder, or you can go Triforce Under the Sky into Immortal Reminder, which is not bad. Maybe I do it this game. I don't remember. One of the Triforce games, I did go Last Whisper crit item, but I don't remember which. Our balance getting fighting a lot here. I'm pinging that I'm gonna come. Don't know what my Braum just did there. I feel like he's trolling. I didn't finish my full clear, and Jarvan didn't do his full clear yet. Oh, my lane stud. Yeah, nobody knows what my AD is doing. I think I did bait him. Maybe I should walk to ball and like cover him. Probably want to play that wave aggressively. Well, I get a double crab. It's okay. You gotta make sure, remember, first note from the first game, that you want to just clear your camps. Make sure your golden XP is very good. Here I play the stop LB, which is pretty good for my Rose because now she's losing some minions, which is pretty nice. Now I keep going forward. Maybe he stops his base again, which is pretty good for my Rose. Probably should have smoke screened that bush before I recalled. Well, it's okay. What is my first components here? Let's see. You can buy a triple sword here. Yeah, triple sword. You can buy a double sword, dagger with a pink. That's also good too, if you want. Both are fun. I actually don't know if I took Jack of all trades this game, if I have free boots, because I was kind of alternating runes. Both are fun. Go whichever one you prefer. There's no straight up stronger rune. It's whichever one you like. It's finding that. That's my soon again, so it's okay. We know Jarvan's going down. Jarvan's going mid. On vision. Hopefully my mid doesn't die here. Ends up dying. Give him a little missing ping. Report mid laner. He does like that. Their AD is completely trolling. Nobody knows what that guy just did. I'm going near the mid wave so I can stop some XP. You guys should do that if there's ever XP laning around. You shouldn't do that though if your laner's there catching the wave, because now we're just trolling our mid laner. But if you want to be a piece of shits, do it. Who cares? And you can see with the triple sword, you know, our clear is pretty fast. Usually, when you're doing a double full clear, you want to finish around this time. For most standard junglers, you know, some champions clear a lot faster than this. It races as hell, but you know. In here, I buy the ruby. I think I was trying to buy pink here. Oh no, I'm waiting for the dagger. So this is max jack of all trade stacks. I'm pretty sure I have the rune. And yeah, I'm very strong. I have 3 swords, I have HP, I have attack speed. All very nice. My rise died again. But we're gonna play the crab. We hit 6 off the crab. Whichever jungler gets this crab should hit 6. I'll be doing some things there. I'm full HP, so I'm not really scared of a Jarvan. I just push this crab up. We know Jarvan started bot side or top side, so we can play to invade his red. Sucks I had to blow smoke screen there. I just pull this right away. Because I don't want to wait too long. I just want to pull. I don't want to waste time. I start hitting him. I just play to hit the Jarvan. Because if he does end up committing for the red, he ints. If I hit the red, it's just a 50-50. So might as well play for the HP. And I prioritize taking camps here ASAP, his camps. It's not worth to go back to Joey, might as well take your camps, and then you decide whether you should take the grubs or you should recall for your camps bot side. So after you use camps, you think about, do you want to defend your bot camps or do you want to take the grubs? Usually in this kind of case, it's better just to go defend your bot camps because he should not come to the grubs, and if he does, you have full vision of it, right? So you go straight to your bot side here, and then he's just down 3 camps, pretty much. Well, actually he got the red, so he's down 2 camps. Which is pretty big when you're playing a carry jungler, because what you want is gold and XP. That is how you carry on these champions. So now I'm farming more. Even though grubs are up, you farm this. I know their mid is low, but you know, I'm playing Graves. It's not realistic for me to try to kill an LB when my rise doesn't have flash. It's not that easy to kill, and now I'm farming here. Trying to see if like Tristan is inting, so I'm trying to see if there's a kill. I'm like half committing. Now I'm doing the Krugs. I'm probably gonna base after the red buff, or I actually, you know, I could probably just straight up full clear up. Not gonna lie. It's not like my base is gonna be that necessary. Like I buy Phage and Hearthbound, I think. Honestly, who cares? Let's clear camps. Jarvan ended up clearing up, and now he's going to the grubs. Here you can play do dragon, or just keep clearing camps. It's kind of game right now. Even though they might get the objectives, you're going to be very strong in the mid game. So it's okay. Want to make sure that we hit our 1 item spike. And we play with our Ash Braum. We're walking in. Maybe there's a foot that can happen here. We do get 1 grub, so you do get Feet of Strength, but it's okay. We get 1 grub, we deny 3, and I ping that my Triforce. I'll have it soon. And I ping to go Krugs because I have Rise ults. My Riven looks like he's pretty strong, and Jarvan is pretty weak right now, I would say. So, trying to play for the Krugs. My Riven's fighting here. I actually don't know where Jarvan is. Looks like he recalled for whatever reason. And now I play to get his Raptors, because right now I really want to make sure I get my Triforce recall. If you get Triforce plus boots, tier 1 boots, really good. But ideally you get your Triforce, you must. And reward his topside again, so we know if he does re-enter. We do end up dying, and we lose objective, but it's okay. We can always carry. And because he died, I just played to cool my camps, because if I base here, I mean, they're just going to take Drake. But if he didn't die, maybe they don't pull Drake, because they don't know exactly where I am. So they have to respect it a little bit, unless they want to flip it, of course. So I just had to clear my camps here. Usually after the topside camps, I would recall. most likely, and just get my item split. But because my support died, I stay on the map. So, you know, keep that in mind while you're playing. Because you want to make sure you play with your team. You're not playing an assassin. Assassin kind of wants to make plays on their own, you know, find picks. But Graves, Kindred, you want to play with your team a bit more. So you gotta, like, you know, think about that. Jarvan just did Dragon. We're pinging that we're coming. We're very OP right now. We have the second pot, which gives you almost 700 gold in stats. And we have Triforce. We don't have tier 1 boots though, so we're a bit slow moving around the map. But, you know, when we hit champions and we get the movement speed from our item, our Triforce item, you know, we can play the game. Here, I'm just straight up walking ball instead of doing any camp. Because I want my balling to fight here. We have Assaults. I want them to force aggression and, you know, play for Null's kill here. Well, we try to. And we have a grub, so I want to try to hit the tower here. Jarvan just shows mid, so, you know, we should push up. Try to hit this tower. If they fuzz here, we should fight. I can't just dive in though, because I don't have smoke screen. It's kind of risky to just die. Here it's not bad, because it's not easy for them to hit me when I have Braum. And now we got 2 kills, so it's pretty lit. Jarvan comes to defend, and now here, you just go do your camps. You can also hit the tower too, but it's better to do camps here. If you farm right now and get tier 2 boots, full tier 2 boots, it's a pretty good base. You can go pickaxe tier 1 boots, that's also another good recall. So these are kind of recalls you're looking for. I don't remember what item I went second, but I feel like I should go Tab by Cleaver. I think Tab by Cleaver here looks pretty standard, looks pretty good. You can also go Last Whisper second this game. You can go Mortal Reminder. But you're definitely going Tabas. We're doing a quick full clear because, you know, all our camps are aligned. Now we're probably gonna do the same thing we just did. Walk bot lane and go hit the tower. We're not playing around mid because, yeah, I mean, we won't play around our Ash Braum. It's a lot easier to play around those champions. All his top side's up, so we could play for it. We are a lot stronger than Thunder Sky Jarvan with these items. And we're level 10. We should be up a level on him, 2 levels on him. We don't have Smite though, but yeah, we're still very strong. Gotta keep in mind that, like, their balling, yeah, is on their side of the map. Let's go do his crux here. Might as well. I have nothing to do anyways. Balling. Oh wait, they're just fighting. Oh my god. Such trolls, no? Look, I'm here though, like, they're all dead. Yeah, we're gonna click down here. I actually killed LeBlanc somehow, and nobody knows how. They obviously see me. He may actually get hooked here, but, you know, Braum doesn't have E. I think I would definitely let myself get hooked if Braum has E, but I saw him use it, so I don't want to, you know, tank too much unnecessary damage. Just not a lot of gold too. I actually get ball tower, pretty nice. And even though we're down in the scoreline, you know, we're pretty fed. Let's see what I buy here. Yeah, buy the sword. I buy Ruby. But I feel like I bought more Reminder this game. I think I just sat on this Ruby Crystal. Because your third item will most likely usually be either Jack Show, it can be Thunder Sky, it can be Jack Show, Thunder Sky, Ma, DD, Bork if you want. I feel Bork is a better 4th item though. BT is a better 4th item too, I feel like. Yeah, those are kind of like your options. Will this build be good next season? Definitely. Jungle is gonna farm a lot more next season, so building like this where you're pretty useful at all stages, pretty nice. We're going to the Herald now. Rise is eating a timer, pretty nice. Wow, they are using a lot of resources down there. Jarvan did in the beginning of the kill, so honestly, who cares? Riven's eating good up there. I'm eating good. Ash is eating good. I don't care. We're gonna take his whole top side too. We're gonna rob him real quick. You can see we do the Herald pretty fast with Triforce. We have a lot of attacks, we have a lot of CDR. Our Sheen autos, you know, going crazy. So I like using the Smite on the Raptor. I think it's easier to take. I don't think Herald here is necessary, but just to get rid of the tower. Drake is also up, so we can play for Dragon. It's nothing really base for. Here I'm playing for a Chunk. And this probably shouldn't be good for them because, you know, hooking into Braum lane, and when we have Ashe, Braum ults, you know, it's pretty good. Dragon's pretty tanky here because he has double cloth armor. Pretty annoying. I don't have Cleaver. No matter what first item I had, it's pretty hard to kill. And now we're trying to do the Dragon. Don't know if we can do it in time though. They can definitely contest it, I feel like. But, you know, we got our team hitting it with us. Should be fun. Actually, we do it pretty fast. I'm just recalling. Look at that guy is trolling. Okay, I do end up going Cleaver this game. So it was another game where I went Last Whisper. So, yeah, we're going Cleaver. We do need XE on someone, so it's okay. When we hit the Cleaver this game, we're pretty OP, don't lie. And now we're clearing again. A lot of farming when you're playing Graves. You see both games were down in scoreline, but you know, trust in the comp, your mechanics, your team fighting, can always win. Jarvan stacked a lot of his game to help his team, but you know, wasn't like that good. Now we're looking for fights. This guy's full Randuins. Pretty tanky. Holding my smoke screen here. Yeah, actually I held it another second, but basically you want to hold it to where, you know, when their AD starts to hit, you know, when he's in range, you want a smoke screen at that point. So like when they're not in range, your smoke screen doesn't have that much value, but when they're about to be in range, that's when it's really insane. There's no screen there. They're over aggressing a lot here. Honestly, that small screen was kind of shit. Flashing for blood. Got the kill on Nullis. We got a Triumph proc. Now I have a lot of E stacks, so I'm actually pretty tanky. And this was the beauty of playing Triforce Graves and having E. Oh, I wasn't even fully stacked, it looks like. Now I go rob his top side real quick. Try to always profit after a play if you can. If there's nothing to profit off of after you won the fights, then yeah, it's base for tempo. But usually, yeah, this should be something up. Good amount of time. Now we're taking all their camps. I hope this video kind of proves how good Triforce Graves can be. The potential, like the potential of it. Recalling. Getting our full Cleaver. I think when you're this ahead, you can go items like Sun and Sky. You can go Jaxo. But when you're behind, I think Maw is a bit better in this case. Because, again, bursting champs. Might be very annoying, but because they're behind, they're not that, like, scary anymore. The reason why I'm going Sun and Sky is because I'm just very ahead. So, needing it more is not that important. And also, like, if I just get HP back from Sun and Sky autos, it's pretty nice. Playing with my Braum here. This is the Grace Braum playing together. I'm not really scared because I'm like pretty tanky. And I can smoke screen on top of the Tristana. You see that we're very strong together. Jarvan also died. This Jarvan is very useless. He went Randu in second, so like he pretty much does like nothing. I actually missed my ult or what? And we got Autocon. If this game was a lot more even, I would have bought Red Pot instead of Double Longsword. But because we're hard winning, I didn't buy the Red Pot here because I was very confident that we can't lose this. We can't lose any fight. We don't need the Red Pot, which is my door tech around this point of the game. Especially if like objectives overlap, which you see like dragons spawning soon. Your Red Pot would be ticking right now, and you know he can take any fight. You're like kind of Thanos. Okay, now, yeah, I mean, we're just farming, playing for the next fights. We're not gonna look to base until like 1500 gold, 2k gold pretty much. Also, like, we're forced to recall because there's nothing to do. Here I'm paying that I want my team to come fight on me. I'm pretty tanky, so I'm not really that scared. I play chase the Braum here. Yeah, I'm just chasing this guy, like nobody knows. Dude, what is that champ? He's just hooking away. Yeah, we're just making fun of them, like we're just bored actually. Got the raptor, yoink. This guy's just walking out for fun. Oh yeah, I can't move. Trying to get the cleaver proc on this guy, so he can't play the game. Got another kill. I mean, again, it's just a swamp. We're at the early game. And also, we were behind this game, so, you know, still have to put in some work. So this build, if you know how to do, like, profits, and you have good teamfight mechanics, you will win a lot of games with this, with those. It's actually probably better to play this build over the Thali. There's that build, you know, you're very squishy, so you have to be very greedy, and you need a lot of kills. But this build, you can like farm a bit more and just play off your spikes, and then you know with your spikes, that's where you can drop a lot of kills. They're gonna have FF error soon, so you know video's about to end. But if you guys enjoy this video, you know, let me know down in the comments below how you guys liked it, and yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. I'm gonna be playing some solo queue soon. Gonna get end of season challenge real quick, if I feel like it. I don't know. I haven't played that much League, but because I'm kind of addicted to TFT recently. This new set is very fun, so I'm able to see. I'll play some League, play some Graves and Kindred, and some Kha'Zix. I know a lot of people want to see Kindred and Graves because you know these champions are getting popular again, especially Graves after the buffs. I think Graves is in a decent spot if you can play this Bruiser build. So I'm very excited to play this champ. You end up FFing, so if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below,